name is Brittany Estes. It's great to have you guys all here. I wanted to make a quick video to introduce you guys to the syllabus and the course calendar, and I'm going to move fairly quickly because there is a syllabus quiz that follows this, so make sure you always know how to access this information. It's here in the modules. It's also available in the course resources at the top of the modules page, and then you can always find it in the left-hand side of the page on the syllabus tab. If you need to contact me, please do so through the Canvas email functionality. That's how I will communicate with you guys every week. So if you have any questions at all, use that. Make sure you have your notifications turned on for that as well. This course runs May 30th to June 29th, so it's a very short course. There's a lot of great stuff kind of packed in here. The American Lit to Age 65 course basically looks at different genres, texts, and movements within early American literature. So we're going to look at both canonical texts, so texts you probably read before, and we'll also be looking at texts from authors that you may not have read before, more marginalized voices. So this may be African American authors, maybe female authors, maybe Chicano or Latino authors. There are different voices basically that help contribute to this understanding of what it is to be a quote-unquote American, and reflects that changing identity across, from the early explorers, so Columbus and De Vaca and so forth, all the way up to 1865, where we are at the at the end of the Civil War. So the course goals you guys can kind of read for yourself. The outcomes you can kind of read it for yourself. But basically, you need to have access to Canvas for this course. Make sure you have access to all the appropriate application software. Really, that means Microsoft Word. So if you don't have it, you need to get it through the college. You can get it for free. Make sure you have access to that, because you can't turn major essays in as pages files or text files or PDFs or Google Docs. Changes the formatting, and we write in MLA formatting for this course, so must be a Word doc. There is a textbook for the course. It's the Norton Anthology of American Lit, Beginnings to 1865, Volumes A and B. Make sure you have this at the start of the course, because again, this is a very short course and we're moving very quickly. I say any edition is acceptable, because the latest edition was the 9th, and I think there might be a new shorter 10th edition, but the one in the bookstore I believe is the 9th edition. I, however, was given access to the 8th edition when I made the lectures, so those lectures have page numbers associated with the 8th edition. So within the coursework, I've given you the page numbers for the 8th and 9th editions. If you need to go stop the lecture, find the right page numbers, you can certainly do that. You can also probably find a number of these texts online as well. Everything else will be available to you guys through Canvas from me. If there is not a text that's available in one of the other editions, I have provided it for you guys in the lectures. Obviously, you guys know Canvas. If you have any questions about Canvas, there is a Canvas 101 video available in the resources at the top of the modules page, just to get you familiar with how to use Canvas for this course. Everything in this class is fairly self-paced to an extent, so your weekly assignments are due on Sunday night of that week at 11:59 p.m. However, you have access to all 4 weeks of the course at once. So if you want to work ahead, you certainly can. If you know you have a conflict in a week or two, you certainly can. So make sure you stay on top of your assignments, but you can work ahead if you need to. The course consists of 3 units, each with a unit essay. So your first essay is 15%, your second is 20%, and your third is 25%. That's 68% of your grade. The remaining 40% comes from quizzes, writing assignments, blogs, discussion boards, and attendance or participation. If you need an incomplete, the sort of instructions are right here. So that would be for a truly extenuating circumstance, something say like extended hospitalization or something like that. And the grading scale is there for you guys right there. Everything needs to be submitted, like I said, on Canvas by 11:59 p.m. on the Sunday night of that assigned week. The links for those assignments, especially the essays, will close at that point, and everything needs to be formatted for MLA. So that means 1-inch margins all around, double space, Times Roman, Cambria, Arial, Calibri, 12-point font, so on and so forth. There is a resource in the modules page at the very top that is what is MLA. Highly recommend if you're not sure how to write an MLA. It'll give you a step-by-step guide and has a video lecture with it that also guides you through how to write an MLA. As you guys know, everything is turned in through Turnitin. So everything has a plagiarism report. You can see that plagiarism report just as immediately as I can when you turn in your assignments. So make sure you pay attention to that. Late work is not accepted simply because you are able to work at the pace that best fits your schedule throughout the week. You can work ahead throughout the entirety of the course. And again, this is a very quick course, so you don't want to be falling behind. There's not much time to make things up. So generally, late work is not accepted. That being said, if you have a truly extenuating circumstance, you are, you know, hospitalized or something like that, I will certainly work with you. You just need to provide the documentation, and we can work out a schedule. But if you email me at 11 o'clock on a Sunday night asking for an extension, it will not happen. So extensions need to be for extenuating circumstances only and need to be as timely provided as possible. I will track the grades throughout the semester in the gradebook. Throughout the quick summer semester, in the gradebook tool, and you will have access to those grades immediately, so you'll always know where you stand in the course. This is a weighted grade again, remember that. There is an attendance policy in place per the college, so if you don't attend, I think it's 15% of the class instruction, then the instructor has the right to drop you. So that information is there for you guys. And then withdrawal policy is right there for you. So essentially for the attendance policy, as long as you are completing your assignments, staying in contact with me if there's some kind of issue or question, you'll get those points for sure. Same thing with the participation grade, making sure that you are staying on top of your assignments, actively completing them, staying in contact with me. That will get you your participation points. So classes begin on May 30th. Your final add drop date is June 22nd, and the final day of class is June 29th. Pretty simple caveat about academic dishonesty. Don't do it. You guys know how this works. If you plagiarize an assignment, you can get a possible failing grade on the assignment, be subject to failure in the course, and face suspension or expulsion from the college. You can also have your extracurricular activities impacted as well. So please don't do it. You guys can read the campus plagiarism policy there, which you agreed to when you become a student, and it's all in the student handbook for you there. Instructor information, if you need to contact me, I will respond within 24 hours as long as you're emailing me through Canvas. That's the email I check every day. Everything will be returned, I say, within 2 weeks. That's kind of the college allowed requirement. Now, given the fact this is a much shorter course, I will obviously do my best to return things much more quickly to you, especially the shorter assignments. Online office hours can be held upon request. There is a functionality within Canvas that we can use for a video chat if you have any questions or concerns. If you need student support services, they are available to you. So the disability services is available right there. If you need an accommodation, you just need to make sure that you contact them. There's some paperwork involved, and we'll make sure you get the accommodation that you need. And technical requirements, pretty simple. Just make sure you have access to Canvas, to the internet, to the Microsoft Office suite, so you have Microsoft Word. And if you have any technical issues, there is a 24/7 help desk. You can also send an email to me at the time with a screenshot of the problem. I can maybe help you troubleshoot. I've been teaching in Canvas for many, many years, so I might be able to help. But otherwise, do contact the Canvas help desk. So that was the syllabus. And let me try and find the course calendar. I'm sorry, I downloaded it. Here you go. So the course calendar for you guys right here. At a high level, this is week 1 is going to take us really through the first unit. So we're going to jump right in with our earliest settlers. We're going to be reading Columbus and De Vaca, and then some Anne Bradstreet. And your very short first essay is going to be due on Sunday, June 4th. Your second unit is 2 weeks. It's Enlightenment and Romanticism movements kind of combined into one. So the first week of that unit is going to look at the early Enlightenment founding fathers. We'll look at some female poets, Judith Sargent Murray, and then we'll look at Phillis Wheatley as well. And then in week 2, we'll go briefly into the Romantic movement, and we'll look at Longfellow and Poe. And your second essay will be due on June 18th. And then the third week will be Transcendentalism. So we'll be looking at Emerson, Whitman, and Dickinson, and Frederick Douglass. And then your third essay is due by Sunday, June 25th. That will take us into what is technically finals week. There is no final exam in this course. However, there is an extra credit opportunity if you choose to complete it. That's due on Tuesday, June 27th. So that's the course at a high level. That's the syllabus. If you guys have any questions, let me know. But otherwise, go ahead and move on.